Welcome back to the channel. Some more Battlefield 5 closed alpha gameplay, playing at 3440 by 1440. Field of views at 90 including vehicle field of view. Advanced tab now, using a frame limit of 200 which is the max. GPU memory restriction disabled and I'm using the ultra preset. That's giving you a quick show of all settings now. So this time playing it at ultra wide, my native resolution. And it's a lot less demanding on my GTX 1080 Ti, thankfully. So getting over 70 frames per second, which is what I want to see. See if I can just grab this guy here. He's been giving me a lot of trouble. Alright. Obviously he's not alone. Yeah, getting a bit more used to the game now, and the way you have to play. It's more move slowly, stay in between cover. Let's try and spot guys out in the open, like that guy running past me. Didn't realise he was an enemy at the time. I want to take out this tank first. So this is the Conquest mode, 64 player map. This is how you can crawl backwards on while you're proning, which is something they showed off very heavily at E3. See if I can take out this other guy here. Yes, not almost took him out, 92% hit. So, I mean, the maps are quite long. I mean, it's about 700 tickets for each team, so it does take around 30-35 minutes average to complete a single Conquest game. So I've condensed this gameplay into about 10 minutes for you guys, so you can just kind of see the best bits. But yeah, it's a very enjoyable experience. I'm quite a casual Battlefield player, but I'm loving Battlefield 5 so far. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me just see if I can take out this tank here. I didn't get to take it out, got interrupted. Better see if I can take down a few of the on-runners here. Just prone. Get some unsuspecting victims. Another guy just running there, see if I can just pick him off. The snipers in this level annoy me as well. As usual, they ruin everything, but it's a class, so you can't complain too much. That's 3 down. Should really be following squad orders, but what the hell, I just want to kill as many people as I can. Let's talk a little bit about performance now. You're not really using too much of the GPU memory. Obviously the GTX 1080 Ti is 11 gigabytes of VRAM, and I'm using under 6 gigabytes, which is nice to see. So GTX 980 Ti owners will be happy with that. 3440 by 1440 obviously is a little bit more demanding than 1440p, so it'll be interesting to see if the GTX 1080 can hold 60 frames. It should be able to, provided it's overclocked, but this game is considerably more demanding than Battlefield 1, make no mistake, and it's kind of justified. The game is definitely an upgrade from Battlefield 1. Spared my comrade the trouble of getting meleeed. Take him out as well. So I'm running my Intel i7 8700K at 5GHz. Luckily for me, I've got a really good chip, able to maintain a stable 5GHz at a measly 1.25 volts, which was pretty shocking to me. I've actually never ran my processor at 5GHz since buying it. I went straight to 5.1 and even 5.2. But after, doing a few tests, I've realized at my resolution there's very little benefit of going over 5 gigahertz at this time. Maybe when I get a faster GPU that might change. But things are pretty frosty, staying under 60 degrees at all times, which is nice to see for a non-delidded Intel i7 8700K, but I do have a quite overkill cooling system, so it does help. In terms of core load, all six cores and 12 threads are being loaded, so I would say anyone with a traditional i7 4 cores 8 threads It's definitely gonna be running in the 80s to the 90s when it comes to GPU load, make no mistake. I would say 7th generation i5s with just the 4 cores and no hyper threading. Oh man, you're gonna struggle. You're definitely gonna struggle a little bit, so that's unfortunate. Ryzen RAM users obviously will be okay. Be interesting to see if DirectX 12 performance actually has a benefit on NVIDIA cards this time round. I haven't tried that out yet. Maybe that's something I can do for you guys a little later. Let me know if you want to see a DirectX 11 versus DirectX 12. I'll try my best to duplicate the performance as usual. See if I can take out a few of these guys trying to run up on our position. That's 2 down. That's the 3rd. So I do like the reload animation. It's awesome. And another thing as well, you can, it's like designated ammo caches on the field, so you don't necessarily need to always be with say like a, I forgot the class that it's escaped me, but obviously you don't need to be with a medical class to get med packs. You can find those on the map from downed enemies, and just there's a general place in the map where you can actually pick up crates of ammo as well. So that's good. That's kind of an interesting thing. I heard this time around as well, when you got something like a tank, you need to reload as well. You don't just have infinite ammo. Let's see if I can just reclaim Charlie now. It's always interesting to see as well that when you're playing, like, this is obviously a World War II setting. When you're playing the older games, that phonetics have changed a lot since the modern day phonetics. So Charlie, which is modern day phonetics in the UK as it is now called Caesar in this game. So it's interesting to hear, because even in Battlefield 1 they were a bit different as well. So that's something that's interesting. See if I can take out a few of these guys. It's 1 down. Gameplay experience overall is very smooth, I have to say. I didn't feel too much spikiness or too much stuttering. You can see at the very top left hand corner I've got obviously my on the screen display with real-time statistics on show. At the very bottom there's a frame time graph, and you know, generally the smoother that line is, the smoother the gameplay is, as long as there isn't too much of a violent fluctuation between the frame time numbers. You will get a a very smooth experience. And obviously frame time fluctuates with the amount of FPS that's being produced, so you are going to get up and downs, but generally it doesn't really fluctuate between 10 and 15, so very smooth so far on the GTX 1080 Ti. Right, let's see if I can take out a few of these guys now. Game does look absolutely stunning, and the vast, just the scale of the map is just amazing. And the destructible environments as well, they're a lot more destructive. Things have been a bit more streamlined as well. When you get killed, you can try and call out for someone that's around you to try and revive you. The reviving process does take quite a while, so I can see why people are reluctant to do it, because let's take this guy out. Alright, oh man. See, snipers everywhere. There's nothing you can do about them. But it's been a close round, losing just by under 100 tickets, but a lot closer than my last round. So it was actually very enjoyable to play. See if I can go out with a bang now. We're generally averaging over 70 frames per second for someone with a native refresh rate of 75. That's pretty decent. But generally a very demanding game. Obviously this is a closed alpha, so we may get some more options in terms of graphical refinement before the game's launch. So things like the snow that might have a very heavy effect on gaming performance on this particular level. So 3 down or 4 down. Feeling a bit like a hero at the moment. See if I can continue this kill streak.
Objective Caesar is ours.
Almost made it to 5 kills. Someone had to take me down. That was poor aiming by me there though, has to be said. So that is the round, guys. Lost by 81 remaining tickets or respawns. So good stuff, really enjoyed that. I like the way they show off the best squad. That's obviously a nice little bit of you know, the way to end off the round and just show off the best players. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.